Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This one I wanted to talk about trust. That's something I am really being called to right now. There's just an overwhelming an overwhelming feeling um, of transition and trust. Um, I just feel like, do you guys ever feel like in your bones, like something's about to change, but you don't know what it is? That's exactly how I feel. Like I have no evidence. I have no concrete 3D evidence, but the more I awaken, the more I tap into consciousness of that we're all here for a reason, and really we're all here for love. We're all here to um, build each other up and live intrinsically like together. Um, the more I realize that I'm here for a reason and I have things to do. The frustrating part is that um, God, the universe, whatever, it doesn't really tell you exactly what that is. I think I'm gonna stop saying that I'm an illustrator on here because I'm multi-passionate. I have so many other interests, and lately, I just really haven't been as excited about my artwork as I normally am. I think because I'm going through an awakening again, and it's just it has you questioning your what's the word? It has you questioning your ego and who you are. I know who I am as a person, as a soul. But I'm more than just someone who draws really well. And um, there's so many facets that make you, so many different facets that make you into a soul, a human being. And to just reduce myself to just an illustrator, I think I'm going to try to change that in my intro. But regardless, yeah, right now I'm feeling called to trust. To trust the universe, to trust God, to trust myself, um, and put myself into uncomfortable situations. Exhibit A. I'm so uncomfortable talking to the screen, but the only way I'm going to get better at it is if I continue to do it over and over and over again. The thing is that's so crazy is that I can talk to people with no problem, like at work and social situations. It's like not a really big deal. I suffer from a little bit of social anxiety, but I'm not like robotic, and I feel like sometimes on here I'm pretty robotic. So I'm really trying to kind of break that wall, and really just be myself. So with that, I've been called to trust. I'm being called to let my guard down and just be honest. And the honest part is that like I don't know where my art is supposed to take me. I don't know um where it's supposed to take me, but I know that God has blessed me with the ability to feel. And my art has been so therapeutic in keeping me grounded. That's so funny because I've not been grounded for a lot of my life. I would say the majority of my life I haven't been grounded. But it always has been there as my way to meditate. And I had no idea. I had no clue that that was my way of connecting with God. It was my way of finding peace and my way of slowing things down and realizing that the power is really within me. Um, like the feeling that you get when you create something from your brain and then put it on paper, that's exactly the way you thought of it in your brain. That is such a powerful thing to do. That's creation. That's God. So now that I figured that out, that means that I have the power of God within me. That means that I can create what I want to create. So I can create abundance if I like. I could create a community if I like. I could create wealth if I like. So these are all like beliefs that I'm starting to understand. Now, again, it's counterintuitive. I don't know what the word is, but it counters the ego. And the ego will tell you, well, you don't have any evidence of that. Like you haven't done it before. But I keep on getting synchronicities and I can't explain it, guys. It's that feeling deep down in your soul that you know that this is for you. And I feel like that's YouTube. Um, it's kind of odd because I'm not great at talking to the screen, but I feel like I'll get there. I'll feel like that doing it over and over again will give me good practice and I'll be able to just be like my normal self on here. You know what I mean? And be chill and be normal. But yeah, so I want to talk about synchronicities, I guess. I keep on getting like these cool signs, and you guys might not believe it. You might not. I don't know. I don't really care because I know it's true for me. But um I just keep on getting signs from like angels and stuff. I know I'm gonna sound crazy. I know my family or whoever sees this is gonna think I'm nuts, but I really do think there's a higher power that helps us out when we're struggling, especially when we ask for it. I don't think necessarily they can intervene, but I definitely think that there is something that looks out for you, helping you maybe in danger situations or um, uh, you guys ever have those moments where you don't know how you got out of a situation, but it happens and it makes absolutely no sense? That's what I'm talking about. That's not a coincidence. That's divine intervention in my brain. Um, so I've experienced a lot of that over the last couple of years. There's been a lot of loss. I'm not going to go too into it right now, but I've experienced a lot of loss. I feel like everything's been stripped away, and I've been forced to um, deal with my trauma and my inner child and who I am as a person and what I want out of life. Now, um, sorry, I'm so nervous on here. Back to the synchronicities. So a lot of times I'm seeing things right when I would need to see, and I need to hear them. So I think people get it confused with synchronicities. That oh, they're just coincidences. It's not a coincidence if it's first of all if you ask for it, and it's also not a coincidence if it's exactly what you need to hear when you need to hear it. I've suffered with anxiety and depression for my whole life, and um, there's just sometimes where I know that regardless of the situation that I'm protected and that I'm gonna be okay. And whether you hear that from someone's mouth, you hear it exactly when you need to hear it, or if it's just, I don't know, like a white feather that passes you by when you're walking down the street. Now, usually, like my latest synchronicities have been usually when I've been thinking, like, when I've been like really feeling like I can't do this. I don't know what I'm doing with my art. I don't know what's happening with that. I don't know if I can do this, God. And then I'll get, I'll just be walking to the grocery store and it'll be at the height of my sadness. I'll basically be like so upset walking down the street and there'll just be like a white feather that just follows me or it just that floats near me, um, on the way. And I'm just like, okay. And I catch it and I have a picture of it. And it's happened it's only happened a few times, but it's happened when I am feeling that desperation. Another time is when I go take a deep breath. Another time is when another time is when I was in UTrack. I was just like getting art supplies and doing my thing. And I don't know. I just again, I'm like, I don't always feel this way, by the way, but guys, I think the thing that's so interesting is that with the spiritual awakening, you always you feel like days of joy, just extreme joy, extreme happiness. You feel the love in the world. You know that we're all connected. You feel the animals, you feel the trees, you feel everything. And it's so cool. So it's not, I think that's what's so interesting about it too, is that when you feel that sadness, it can come out of nowhere. So I was actually it was my day off. I went to UTrack, got some art supplies, and um, yeah, I was just like getting things for my commission, and I was again feeling like, what the fuck am I doing? I've not made money out of this. I'm like been doing this for decades at this point and had no results. What am I doing? Like, should I just get another job? What the hell am I doing right now? And I'm just thinking, and Make It Happen starts playing on the radio on the whatever. Make It Happen by Mariah Carey starts playing, and that is my song. God knows that's my song. That song, I used to sing that a lot when I was little. I'd be playing Glypha. I don't know if you guys know what Glypha is, but it's that fucking it's that game that you'd play. It's ridiculous. It's a game that you play. You're like on an ostrich, and you just like it's like a little boy on an ostrich, and you have to like kill things to get to the end of the game. It's ridiculous. Anyway, it's a computer game on like a Macintosh. Okay, I'm like, dating myself, but it is what it is. I would always sing Brandy, and I would sing Mariah Carey, and Mariah Carey's "Make It Happen," and I would just have no business singing this song about inspiration and how you're going to make it happen after the struggles of life when I've been struggling and out at all. Like singing my face off. Oh, my mom was like, wow. So, but that song has always struck an inspiration in me and a like, I'm not giving up type of mentality. And I heard that and I was like, yep. And it's been happening over and over and over again. That song is decades old. I think that came out in like 1996, 1992. I've been hearing that at work again when I am at the height of my depression and anxiety and doubtfulness. So I'm going to take that as a synchronicity too, because it's always when I need to hear it. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I heard it. I heard it. Now I'm just like, I'm good. I'm more upbeat. I'm ready to go. I am inspired again. So between the white feather, hearing, make it happen, and then other things where it's just like, this one could be contradictory, is that just like YouTubers saying things that you need to hear when you need to hear it. That could just be the fact that we're all being spied on and the fact that we're dealing with robots in our pockets. But there's usually a YouTuber, and the fact that I am spiritually inclined to follow spiritual YouTubers. But a lot of them are saying exactly what I'm going through at that exact moment. A lot of them are saying things like that this is also the time for transition. It's the time, the fall equinox, I believe, just happened. 5D consciousness is happening. So we're all getting called to live our truest lives, our honest lives, our lives that we were called to. So I'm getting a lot of things that just say pretty much trust yourself. Just keep going, follow your intuition, those things that are just it's relaying what I've been kind of talking about through this video. And the last thing is just like I don't know, I've been seeing raccoons a lot. And they're the symbol of ingenuity, of figuring things out. They are one of the animals that are very creative, have creative ways of living, and pretty much can live in any environment and make ways to figure things out. There's a lot more about raccoons that are really, really interesting that makes me appreciate them more. But now that I'm seeing on, well, I'm like, you know what? I could take something from raccoons. And again, if this is bullshit, it could be bullshit. I don't know, but I'm going to take what I can get, and I know what I feel inside. And what I feel inside is this intense drive to change my life. Because I'm not happy where I'm at. Like, I'm happy being creative. I'm happy making the art that I make and sharing my voice, but I'm happy where I'm at, but I'm not happy doing work that doesn't serve me. I want to do work that helps people, that adds to the world, and that really lights people up. So that is my goal. All right, I'm gonna call it here. I talked my face off, but if you guys understand where I'm coming from, understand the kind of 5D consciousness or the maybe signs from the universe that have helped you, please feel to share. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys.